Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. To the Hbar holders, let's take a look at what's happening with the price of Hbar as we are going into Sunday morning. So as you can see across the board, as we are going into Sunday morning, it's actually already, past midnight here in North America. If you're looking at the last 1 hour, you're seeing, quite a bit of red across the board. And even if you're looking at the last 24 hours now, market slowly but surely, tumbling back towards the downside. We're going to take a closer look and see what's really happening as far as Hbar price is concerned as of October 19th. 16.3 cents, down 1% on the USD side of things, also down about 1% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation 7 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at 140 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's start off by taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance index right now. So let me just give it a refresh live so it loads up for us. Here we have it. Take a look at what's happening with the dominance here, guys. So of course I talked to you guys about this retest at 60%. Since then, the dominance actually has been on this downwards decline, which again is a nice thing to see. We came down to 59.3%, but you can see things have picked up right now. We're currently sitting at about 59.5%. But most importantly, you want to be paying attention to what's Bitcoin doing right now. You can see for yourself, Bitcoin this whole weekend, obviously the whole weekend isn't over. Today is obviously Sunday, so we do have a lot of time. But again, CME futures are closed over the weekends. More manipulation than usual does tend to occur. But you can see for yourself, we had a hard time breaking out of the $107,000, several different retests. And you can see for yourself the price of Bitcoin went below down to 106,300 just a few hours back, which has dragged the broader market down with it. So you can see, is this the time where Bitcoin retest some of the levels we haven't seen since September 17th? Again, we did come up to the $103,000 price point. So is this wick really going to fill in the one that I've been talking to you guys about time in, time out? And we need to really look at the strength of Bitcoin. The fact that Bitcoin is not able to get back above $107,000 and make its way back into the 23.6 is definitely showing some weakness. And I do still believe that we could retest some of these lower time frames, which of course are those levels, unless of course we get back in the 23.6. If you're looking at Hbar right now, I'm just going to show you guys the Hbar price on the hourly. And you can see for yourself. So Hbar price, talked to you guys about this obviously in our previous update. It did end up retesting the 15.5 cents. Since then, though, the price of Hbar is still holding up quite well. It's still up about 5.5% since then. Yes, we're seeing a little bit of a retracement, but we're still nowhere near this support line retest. But of course, we need to keep in mind, Bitcoin is higher than where it was prior to, this retracement that we did see for Hbar. So the reason why Hbar saw this retracement down to the down to the 78.6 support line, which we were still in the 78.6 give or take, but the support line is still in the 78.6 Fibonacci level, like at 15.5 cents. So the reason why we saw that retest was because of Bitcoin retesting 103,500 just yesterday. The day before yesterday. So again, right now that could still be on the table. That's something I want you guys to keep in mind. Obviously, if we drop below the 16 cents price point, I think this retest could still end up happening for Hbar, which itself is a move of about only 4.7%. So that's something I want you guys to keep in mind right now. We want to be paying very close attention to Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does not hold around these levels, I do expect that we could push down to 105, which again is the next support line. Breaking below it takes us back down to the 103k range. So that's something we want to keep in mind. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think. What are you doing right now? Love you all. See you later. Crypto ZX and peace out.